up, lovelies? Welcome back to a new video. Today I'm about to show you what I eat in a day. Now I just want to make a quick disclaimer. I don't eat the same exact thing every single morning. There are some mornings where I'm a little less hungry. There are some mornings where I am a little bit more hungry, and so my breakfast will look different according to how I'm feeling that day. But today I am about to get an early morning workout, and so that's another factor that will determine what I eat, because right before I work out, I do not want to have anything super heavy on my stomach. It's gonna make the workout very uncomfortable. Y'all, if you know, you know. So with that being said, I would typically have like some little rice cakes because those are very easy to digest. But today I'm feeling a little bit more hungry, and today is gonna be a full body workout. So I have to make sure that I'm fueling my body properly so that I could get the good workout results, okay? So with that being said, I'm starting off with a parfait. Now, this is not homemade, obviously. You see the label on it. I got this from HEB, and it's 260 calories for the whole container, 5 grams of fat, 48 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of protein. There is not a lot of protein in this at all, but that's okay because there are 48 grams of carbs, and like I said, I'm about to go work out. Carbs help give you energy, so it's gonna give me really good energy for my workout, and I'm probably not gonna eat this whole thing. It might be a little heavy on my stomach. I'm just gonna eat a little bit. And if you're anything like me, you are a person who may like or not like a food based on the texture, and me personally, I do not like yogurt by itself. I have to have some type of textured food added to it, so that's why I can eat yogurt with fruit and granola. If it was just yogurt by itself, no, count me out. I do not want that. I don't know if that's a weird thing, but hey, that's me. Anywho, I'm about to eat a little bit of this parfait. I'm gonna get my workout in, and then I'm gonna see what I'm gonna eat next, y'all. What's up, y'all? So your girl just got back from the gym. I'm all showered up, and now it's time to get some protein in. Your girl is hungry, and I'm about to have some chicken tacos. In my last video, I told y'all that me and my husband was tearing them up. We definitely was, and I'm getting ready to tear them up some more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some of this cooking. Everything is really already cooked. Now, we did have some cilantro and onion mix. This whole container we had bought from HEB, but we ended up using all of that, and so I ended up cutting an onion and then just putting the onion up in here. And so we don't have any more cilantro. We do have parsley. I know that that's not the same, but I think instead I'm gonna just end up putting some lettuce onto my tacos. This lettuce is really about to go bad, so I need to use it as soon as I can. And I got my chicken, running low on chicken, so I'm gonna be making some later today, but I'm gonna use this right now. I ain't gonna use all of this. I'm gonna use like 1 serving of chicken. I got my fat-free mozzarella cheese. I showed y'all this in my last video. Only 40 calories per serving and 9 grams of protein. Like that's some amazing macros right there. We got our corn tortilla shells. Got these from HEB. This was an 80 count for only $3.42. Now the only thing about these is that they do break very easily. I think these are the soft kind. Maybe that's why it was so cheap. But what you can do is double layer your taco shells so that it don't break so easily. That is going to be more calories, but it's up to how you want to do it. You can also use other tortilla shells. Like in my last video, I showed y'all those carb balanced tortilla shells. That would probably be more ideal to use those, but I kind of just had a taste for corn, so I'll take it. So lately I have been eating just raw onions on my tacos, but I think today I want to grill them. So I'm about to go ahead and grill them right now, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so my onions are done. I got my chicken warmed up right here. That's 1 serving of chicken. I think that's like 25 grams of protein, 130 calories. Can't go wrong with that. I got 3 corn tortilla shells right here, ready to go. So I'm gonna start putting my chicken up in there. I hope y'all can see me. All right, now again, these shells are so freaking soft and fragile. They break so easily, but it's all right though, y'all. It's still gonna get ate, and I'm still gonna love every bit of it. So we're gonna keep it rocking and rolling. So I got the chicken up in there. What should I add next? Oh, I'm gonna add the onions next. Boom, boom, boom. Hope y'all can see that. I should use my bigger tripod, but it's all good. I'm gonna show y'all the finishing product when I'm done. Well, I made too many onions. It's all right. I'm gonna make sure I get it all in there. All right, all right, all right. Okay, now what should I add next? I think I'm gonna add the lettuce next. Okay, now it's time to add the cheese. I'm gonna add 1 serving of cheese, 9 grams of protein. I cannot get over how good those macros are, y'all. Okay, 1 serving of cheese added. Now, I think the finishing thing, oh, I forgot about my lime, y'all. I'm gonna cut up some lime. Ooh, that lime make it so good. All right, y'all, so I got 2 little wedges of lime. Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put this whole thing in the microwave, even with the lime, because I saw somebody else do this to where they warmed up the lime and then it helped the juice to squeeze out better. And it's gonna all come together. So let me put this in the microwave for like 10 to 20 seconds. All right, y'all, so these are our tacos. It's looking a little messy, but it's still gonna be really good. Now I'm gonna just squeeze. It's coming right out. And that's the trick. You gotta warm it up a little bit. Like, look at that, y'all. This is about to be so good. And yes, that is what I do for my chicken tacos, y'all. I'm about to max these up. And later, I think tonight we're having turkey burgers. And I look forward to those. So I'm gonna come back on camera and show you how I make those. But I kind of just wanted to take a moment to talk to y'all about macros and calorie tracking and things like that. Now, I just wanna make a disclaimer. I know that some people, they hate the idea of tracking their food. They hate the idea of tracking calories, looking at macronutrients on the label and all of that. And I understand. I know for some people it triggers them. Some people feel like that type of stuff makes them want to eat more. And so I get that. I do not feel like it's a one size fit all type of thing. I feel like you need to figure out what works for you. But I also feel like if what you've been doing and the results that you've been getting is not in your favor, I do think that it is worth at least trying. Because if you're someone like me, I hit a plateau for about 2 years and I couldn't figure out why, but I realized that my food mattered more than just going to the gym. Going to the gym is great, but your diet, as we all hear, is about 80% of the progress that you make. So the moment that I started actually looking at the macros, looking at labels, tracking my food, using a food tracking app, I ended up noticing such a big difference in my physique, and it's been working for me. That's not to say that you can't make progress without tracking food. I know a lot of people who actually have made a lot of progress. They see gains from the gym. They look great. They feel healthy, and that's what matters at the end of the day. I think you need to find what works for your body. I will never be that person that says it's my way or the highway. No, you can take tips from what I've experienced, because that's all I'm telling you is what I experienced, what works for me. But make sure that you're trying things out to see what works for you. Anyway, so let me stop yapping before this food get cold. I'm about to tear it up and I'll catch y'all on the flip. What's up, lovelies? Your girl is back. It is not dinner time yet, but I have to cook my husband's lunch. He's about to come home from work and he decided that he wanted turkey burgers, which is what I'm going to be having for dinner later on. So I said, why not just show y'all the process right now, since this is exactly what I'm going to be eating later. And we are cooking frozen turkey burgers. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. It's frozen. It's probably not as healthy. It's probably processed, blah, blah, blah. Now, I know it would probably be better to be making these from scratch, but I'm not going to lie. These were like dirt cheap. I can't even remember the price of these, but it was so cheap that I was just like, you know what, let's just get these things. The macros are really good. The ingredients don't look terrible. I'm gonna read y'all the ingredients. It's turkey, 2% less of natural flavor, spice, onion, garlic, sugar, salt, and dextrose. At first I didn't know what the heck dextrose was, but I did my research and it said that it's a type of sugar that usually comes from, I think it said corn or wheat. So it doesn't sound like poison. I mean, I always pray over my food anyway. So, and then the macros are, it's just like you would be eating 7-ground turkey, 107 calories per serving, which is a patty, 9 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbs, and 21 grams of protein. You gotta get that protein in. So for dinner, I'm gonna be having the biggest meal, my biggest meal of the day. I normally like saving my biggest meal right before bed so that I can sleep better. And so that's why I will be having 2 of these burgers. And if I have any calories left, I'll make either tater tots, wedges, potatoes, whatever I have, and I'll put that into the air fryer. But I'm gonna show you all that I'm gonna be using. Now this bread, you probably could find lower calorie bread, but this is the one that we've been getting lately. It's this Nature Own bread, and this is the, I think it's honey butter. It's 150 calories per piece of bread, 1.5 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs. That's a lot of carbs. 4 grams of protein. Now, I think that I saw a bread by the name of Dave's Killer Bread that is less calories, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't like the fact that it's called Killer. Why is it called Killer? Food that be having weird and suspicious names, I don't know. I be feeling a little weird about that. Like that place that's called Voodoo Cookies. Y'all couldn't name it nothing else. Why is it called Voodoo Cookies? And then that place that's called Insomnia Cookies. I don't want to have insomnia. What's really going on here? Y'all probably think I'm thinking too much into it, but I don't play about my food. So I'm really curious to know why they call that bread Killer Bread. I'm gonna go ahead and search that up. My new hobby has been like searching things up, so I'm gonna find out. But anyways, that's the bread we're gonna be using for today. You know we got the cheese back. I'm gonna put this cheese on the burger. 40 calories per serving. Pickles don't really have no calories. calories like that, but it's 5 calories per serving. My husband loves pickles. We got mustard, 0 calories, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 0 calories. We got this light mayo. This is only 35 calories per serving. Get you some light mayo, probably not focusing. And then this right here, I won't be eating this. This is too many calories, too much fat, but my husband requested this sauce, Whataburger signature sauce, patty melt. We got this from HEB. He loves Whataburger, so he wanted to mix the healthy turkey burger with something a little unhealthy, you know, but it's okay. It's all about balance, right? But this is what I'm going to be putting on his burger. I'm going to be using ketchup. The ketchup I'm going to be using this like 20 calories per serving. You can even get a sugar-free ketchup if you want. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be eating. Let me show you how the burgers over here cooking up real good over there. He also asked for tater tots, so I'm going to go ahead and put him some tater tots in the air fryer, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so our turkey burgers are cooked. I'm getting ready to toast the bread. That is not a necessity, but I just feel like that seared taste from the bread, it just takes the burger to a whole new level. Like, if you know, you just know. But we got 5 minutes left on the tater tots. I don't know if I'm gonna have tater tots. I'm gonna see, but again, I'm making my husband's lunch. But as soon as I'm done toasting this bread, I'm gonna come back on camera and assemble the burger. I did forget that we are gonna use lettuce. I need to hurry up and use the rest of this. I think by tomorrow it's trash, but we're gonna use what we can today. I'm thinking, should I give him some onions? I think he's gonna appreciate that. So I'm gonna go ahead and also grill some onions real quick, sear this bread, and then assemble this burger. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so now it's time to assemble these burgers. Let me get a spoon. I don't know if y'all can hear that sizzle in the background, but that's the onions. They just finished, but they still sizzling a little bit. All right, so now I weigh everything out. Even though my husband, he is not cutting weight right now. He's technically on a bulk. He just came out of a 6-month bodybuilding prep, so he's not worried about tracking calories. It's a habit of mine to track calories, so I still do it, especially just in case he asks me like, hey, what's the macros? I don't gotta be guessing, so I still, you know, do this. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and see. It says 1 serving size is 15 grams. I normally weigh everything out in either grams or ounces. It just depends on what the label says on the food that I'm about to eat. So since this is in grams, I'm gonna go ahead and measure this out in grams. I'm gonna do 15, make sure that it is even on both buns. All right, I went to 16, but it's close enough. Now, I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and spread it out, make sure it's even all across the board. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put the burger sauce, or the, what is this called? Patty melt sauce, onto there next. So 1 serving of this is 29 grams. So I'm gonna just measure that out, make sure it's even on both these buns. Man, that is a lot of sauce. 27, 28, 29. There we go, got that on there. That's a lot of sauce, my goodness. Okay, next, I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 burger onto the bottom. Put that on there, hope y'all can see that. Okay, next, oh, the cheese. You're gonna go ahead and measure out the cheese. I think I'm only gonna use a total of half serving for both the patties, because these are not huge burgers, so we don't need a whole bunch. So that's 7 grams. I'm gonna put 7 grams on the other patty. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and put, what should I do next? Do the pickles next. I'm not gonna weigh these out. It's only 5 calories, and my husband won't mind. I'm gonna put like 3 on there. That should be good. Well, I'm gonna put 4. I'm gonna put 4. Okay, got the pickles on there. Next, what should I put? I forgot about the mustard. We're gonna put some mustard on there. I'm not gonna weigh this out since it's 0 calories. Boom, boom, boom. Next, oh, totally forgot about the onions. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know if the order really makes a difference, but I'm just putting it on there randomly. And then last but not least, I think it's just the lettuce. Go ahead and put that on there. All right, then just put the top on there, and boom. I'm gonna go ahead and make the other one off camera, and then I'm gonna show y'all the finishing product after. All right, y'all, so this is the finishing product. We got our 2 turkey burgers right there, looking all good and juicy. Then we got some tater tots. I just added some salt on there, and yes, it's ready to go. And I still have to make my dinner, but it's literally gonna be the same exact thing, and I may or may not have some tater tots with it. But I did just wanna show y'all real quick how I track all of this. So I use a food tracking app called myfitnesspal. Here it is right here. I don't know if it's focusing. Yes, it is. Okay. And so let me just show y'all how I track. Now, I use the free version. You can get the premium version. With that, all you have to do is scan the label and it'll literally track it for you. But I think the free version works just fine as well. So I'm inside of the main page. You want to go ahead and press that plus button right there, log food, and then you just manually type in whatever it is that you had. And since I eat the same stuff pretty much every day, they already pretty much have it right here. So all I have to do is scroll through and just find what it is that I just had. But I'm gonna go ahead and type in parfait, since I had a parfait this morning. And as you can see, it's the first one up there. If y'all can see that, 260 calories for that strawberry parfait. I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna press breakfast. It asks you, did you have that for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or was it a snack? I'm going to press breakfast. I'm gonna press the check button up here, and then boom, it's logged in there. And that's what I do for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so that I don't have to guess how many calories I have for the day. Having a food tracking app, it takes away the guesswork, and it just helps you to know exactly what you ate. And if you're someone trying to lose fat or weight like myself, I think that it's a very effective way to know what's working, what's not working, because if you're just eating and guessing and you have no idea how many calories you had, I think it could make the process a lot more complicated because you don't have data to look at and to make adjustments to. But anywho, I feel like I've yapped enough. I hope that y'all found some value. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Definitely be sure to check out my last one if you have not already. And if you did get some value from today's video and you are not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe so that you will keep getting more value, more content like today's video. Shout out to all my OG subscribers. Y'all are thebomb.com. But I'm about to get up out of here. I love y'all. Jesus Christ loves y'all. Peace, love, and blessings. Mwah.